Welcome again to Life with Jennifer, my viewers and my subscribers. Welcome back to this channel, Life with Jennifer JM. In this video, we'll be looking at Rita Marley giving an exclusive interview of how she met Bob Marley and how she handled the situation with when he got the children outside of the marriage. So I want you to just take a listen and to listen to what she has to say. Listen to this.
Met Bob in the 60s. Did you have any idea that this man was going to be so influential?
No, not at all.
How did you meet?
Well, it was through the media of music. He had already been famous as a Wailers, the Wailing Wailers, and they lived in Trenchtown, where I lived at the time. And I was a teenager at the time, loved music, and was going through some training as a nurse in Jamaica. But then music was my main thing.
Yes, and at that time, I mean, the reggae music was just coming to the forefront, coming out of what had been known as ska, I guess.
Ska, yes. It was a ska era, rock steady to ska. So we didn't even touch reggae yet by then. We were still into that era.
Now, you were a singer, and I heard that Bob was going by your house one day, and you just said, hey.
I can sing. Yes. Yeah, it was just as easy as that. And I said, I like you guys singing, and I can sing. Will you please listen to me one day? And when Bob was really sort of like, don't speak to women, don't speak to girls. Peter and Bonnie was more like the jovial type.
Oh, Bob didn't want to speak to. Oh, he was too. Oh, what was he didn't?
I'm surprised.
Really, he was too serious. He was too serious
very
about
serious
the music?
about his music and very into because he's such a great songwriter that his attention and time was mainly about his music.
So what was it about Rita that really caught his eye and made him stop, and not only stop but decide that you were going to be his wife?
His mother said, I've heard her say it in interviews, that he had told her it's my walking. So I don't know.
Your walk?
Yes,
little walk.
She said he told her it's the way she walks, Mommy. She walks and turns. So I said, oh, maybe it's my knock knees that's doing that.
Well, it was documented that Bob did believe in polygamy of sorts, and he had, what I believe, 11 children, 5 of which you shared together. As a young wife, how did you handle that?
Well, as a young wife, I didn't have that problem because it really didn't start in our earlier stage of marriage. We got married in 1966, and at that point, we were like ordinary, normal people suffering in a society that was dominated by a certain class. So we were seen as the lower class of people. And it wasn't anything that was planned. It was just
was it the fame that drove all the women and the other women to him, really?
Oh, yes, that came with success, fame, and money.
Yes.
And that's quite recent.
Yes. How did you handle it, though?
Well, I don't know. I'm still dealing with it. Still dealing with it, and it's just something that I've sort of made up my mind as to loving this man, and whatever he loves or whatever his beliefs are, I'm going to stick with it. And so I find that even the children that's outside of the marriage, whenever he finds that this has happened, he would say, well, Rita, this girl is going to have a baby, or there's a baby that I want you to look at. Because I still have to give that thumbs up.
You still have to give the approval.
Yes.
You are a very special woman, Rita. We, of course, know that. We'll take...
And he was madly, madly, madly in love with that girl. You hear me? Bob came to the house and he wouldn't go nowhere. You have girls that on my side of family that would call him and want to talk to him and think. When them call, you know what he do? He hand me the phone, Mama, talk to them. I said, how can I talk to them and it's you them call? He said, I don't want to talk to them girls. Then I would have to say, well, maybe you don't feel like talking now, But all his heart, his mind, and his soul. He said, Mama, if you ever see her, you would love her. She is just a plain girl. And she walk and roll. Whatever that is, I do not know. He said she walk and roll. And I asked somebody, what the meaning of somebody walking and roll? Walk and roll. She's kind of a knock-kneed. And then the way, you know, if you notice, and he just loved those things about his queen.
So there you have it, my viewers and my subscribers. She's sharing her story. So let's say you were in her position. What would you have done if you were in her position, especially when the man go out there or get children, come in and tell you that me have another baby mother and I want you to verify if it's you, if it's my baby? How would you handle this situation if you were in her position? So the discussion continue. I want to hear from you. So like, share and leave a comment, and I will catch you next time. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. Bye.